Hi everyone and welcome back. So as you may know, I do move my cactus from one side of the house to the other during winter and summer, just because the sun's at different heights in the sky. So my cactus aren't here, and we'll go for a little walk, and there's just a couple there. Nothing here either. Well, that's odd. They're not there either. That's because they are no longer here. My cactus are now in here. So after many years, I finally invested in a greenhouse, and it's just been set up very recently. I've had it for about 4 days now, so let's not waste any more time, and we'll head on inside and I'll show you around. So welcome to my greenhouse. Now the greenhouse measures 3 meters across and 4.5 meters long, and it's just a framed polytunnel one with a cover like this, and it's nice now that I can actually lay out all my plants on tables and display them properly. I picked up a couple of tables from the op shop, or I think from my American viewers you call an op shop a thrift store. Anyways, they're second-hand from a shop that people donate goods to, and the money goes to charity. So they're just a couple of tables that I picked up. They were quite cheap. So I got all my astrophytums together, which there's a couple of lofts over the back, but I love having them all together. I wasn't able to up until now, and they just look so magic when they're all laid out like that. I do still need another table or two. As you can see, the old shelves have made another appearance, and there's some plants just sort of tucked in down there because I ran out of space. But as you can see, everything's there. And then across here is all of my grafts that I did this season. So these are all this season's. The group that we're looking at now were some of the earlier ones that I did, and so they've grown substantially more. I'll do a close-up video on these on their own, and there's a few more sort of going that way and back that are the earlier ones, and then to the right these are the newer ones. So these are ones that were done much later in the season. Scooch around here, and I'll do a proper tour a little bit later on, but there's a little table here which I'll probably get rid of this table and get something a bit higher, and then across here is my little Perisciopsis collection. So most of these have been repotted into fresh soil, and there's a lot of shoots on them, but they'll get all cut back just prior to the grafting season, which will be towards the end of this year. The flooring is weed mat, and I've just got these little pin things that just dig into the ground and hold it into place. And I've got a piece of shade cloth up here, which the whole roof will be getting covered in shade cloth. I got a small piece just for now, but I got a much bigger roll coming hopefully this week, so I can set it up on the weekend. You might notice there's some rope here. Now this is because the cover's got a little bit of give in it, well, quite a lot of give, and when the wind comes, this cover actually pushes all the way in and pushes on the plant. So that's just a little bit of a security measure, and then the same across here. I just did an X which just holds the cover back from the plants. Not a big deal. Look, this greenhouse was extremely cheap. and so realistically, if I have to make a few modifications to it, you know, it's not really a big deal. I've got bug spray down there because for some reason the wasps love to come in here, especially if the door's open. Now I would never harm bees, but wasps are the ones that are around where I live. They're very aggressive, and they will actually purposefully try and attack you. And some seedlings down there, well, a lot. But that's pretty much it. This is my exciting news. I think it'll take me a little while to learn you know, the habits of the greenhouse and the sunnier spots and shadier spots and whatnot. I do know that that back wall over there is the shadiest spot, because there's a shed behind it, and that provides shade for a couple of hours during the day, which is good. That's why the grafts are there. But I've never gardened in a greenhouse before, so I've been pestering a friend of mine and testing the friendship, asking him questions constantly, because he has quite a few greenhouses, and we might even go on a road trip one day and have a look at them. So I've just sort of been harassing him and saying, what do I do now, and how do I do this, and what about that? Yeah, I think it's probably the best way to learn things, is to ask someone that's already done it. There's a very good chance that, you know, things haven't gone right along the way, and I think that's probably one of the best ways that you can learn, is if you're not learning from your own errors or mishaps, why not learn from someone else's? Alright everyone, well thanks for watching, and as always, happy gardening. Bye!